Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a video for you. This time we have this 89 rated Samuel Eto'O icon card. Now I was lucky enough to pack him out of one of the icon packs and I've wanted to use this guy for the longest time, so what better time to try him than now. So on stats, he's 5'10", got the high-low work rate, which is really nice to have. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and obviously his preferred foot is the right foot. Now, on a turret position, you only play the striker and the centre forward, which is a little bit annoying because a lot of strikers you can only play them, which allows them to have not much variety, so you can't really get them all on the same team. But on stats, he's got the 92 pace, 90 shooting, he's got the 79 passing, 87 dribbling, and the 80 physical. Now, on playstyles, he has quite a few to be fair. He has finesse, he has tiki-taka, he has first touch, he has trivela, he has technical, and obviously the main one about Eto'O is going to be that quick step plus. Now, if you do enjoy the review or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel, and I'll see you after positive and negatives. Peace.
Just you and me. It's already past dawn. Yes, I can see the perfect picture of what life should be. Why don't you come and
So, on to my other thoughts. Now, first one is going to be that 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now, both of these are quite dependable, especially that 4-star weak foot. I didn't have many issues at all with the Eto'O shooting. He was very, very clinical, both feet in front of goal. Now, the 4-star skills for me, obviously, he's not really like the type to be skilling a lot. But if you do utilise those step overs, obviously they're not a 4-star skill. But if you do with that quick step plus, it goes together really, really nicely. Now, obviously, the pace with the quick step plus, he is exceptionally fast to get through on goal. There's not too many cars that are on his better acceleration than him. He's so insanely fast. And like I just said, if you utilise some step overs, it's very, very effective. Now, like I just said again, the shooting is very, very clinical in this card. With a 91 composure, 93 finishing, you don't need his boosties at all. He is very, very good in front of goal. And honestly, that weak foot is just as good as that strong, to be honest. Now, the passing for me, this is one of his worst aspects, but he does have tiki-taka, which is quite nice to have considering he's not really the best of passing, so we can do the simple little 1-2s with either cam, with either striker, or a little centre mid that's pushed up forward. But he can't really do the long passing stuff like that because he hasn't got the much vision and also much long passing itself. This is why I do recommend you putting the artist chem style just to boost up that passing a little bit more. Now, the dribbling for me, he has technical to save it, which obviously if he didn't, he wouldn't be the most agile at 5'10" with 87 agility, but he does have technical, so he doesn't move particularly unagile at all. He can twist and turn, utilize him step overs, get him in the box, and obviously clinicality is his main factor to this card. Now, the reactions in itself are actually quite good as well. Ball control with the playstyle as well, really nice. And like I've already said, that composure is decent. Now, onto the physicals, the stamina is perfectly good enough. Obviously, you might need to bring him up around the 100th minute. But with that being said, he'll definitely last you all of the 90 minutes, especially with high-low work rates, which is very nice. Now, he has got good jumping and head accuracy, but at 5'10", he's not really going to be big as an aerial threat, especially since he's mainly a striker and he'll be against centre-back, so I would stay away from that if possible. Now, one of the things I don't particularly like about this Eto'o is his balance and strength combo. He's very weak on both aspects, which pretty much means he'll get pushed off very easily if he goes into a 50-50 with a big centre-back. So you do need to be careful a lot of times because he is very weak on the ball. But if you utilise them step overs, like I said, they're not even going to touch it necessarily. So, on to my other scores now. If you don't know how the segment works, I pretty much like each individual stats, so pace, shooting, passing, on a score out of 10, and I also give them an overscore and a value coin, just so you're getting a little bit more in detail on the card. Now, first for me is going to be the pace. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. He is insanely fast, especially with them step overs, because obviously it's a pretty much cheat code this year. I don't think he's clocked right near a 10 yet. I feel like that's only like people like 96 pace or above. But with that being said, he's still insanely fast. Now, for the shooting for me, I'm going to give him a 9.5 out of 10 as well. Very clinical. That shot power even is really nice. The finishing, the composure, all he's the weak foot, all these are just so good and make him such a clinical striker. Now, the passing for me, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. He's very independable on it. You do need to be careful. Even that short pass is quite low in that aspect. I know he's got tiki-taka, so he can save you from here and there. But overall, you do need to be careful. Obviously, it's a lot better than some of the strikers passing because I've seen some that are like 60 odd. So that is a little bit better, but still, it's not amazing. Now, the dribbling for me, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. It's not amazing, it's not bad. If you had technical plus to go with it, I know obviously he's an icon, so at the start of the game, he wouldn't have had 2 playstyles. But if theoretically he did, it would be so nice, and he would move so nicely on the ball. A little bit like Sophia Smith, to be fair. But with that being said, he still can do the simple dribbling, but I would recommend utilising his pace more than his dribbling. Now, the physicals for me, the one that matters most is that stamina. He does have that in abundance, which is quite nice. But the rest of the attributes are pretty mediocre for the card itself of being 5'10". So for that, I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10 physical. The stamina is obviously really nice, but the rest you don't really utilize a lot. Now, overscore and value coin. So overscore for me, then I'm going to give him an 8.8 out of 10. I did generally enjoy this card a lot. For 500k, do I think it's worth it? I would say yes. I would still say he's a very good icon. And obviously he's got a little bit of an aura about him being an icon. Especially a good one like this. He's very scary to play against in-game. Especially if you know how to use him, etc. So, value points, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I do still think it's worth it. Maybe at like April time, I may be considering not using him and using like a cheaper 100k card like Full Rick or something like that. But with that being said, this card could definitely still be used. And obviously, if you're really effective with those step overs, very nicely. But that's all for my video. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. Like I said at the start, it really does mean a lot to my channel. Now, if you want to see any reviews or any particular card reviews, type of tier list or whatever, in the comments down below, let me know. And obviously, I'll get back to you whether I can or can't do them. I'm not a Bates level rich. I can't do all the reviews in the world, but I'll try my best. But I've got nothing more, so I'll see you in the next review, and peace out, guys.